on the tablet, and I'm not finding myself. I know that sounds weird, right? You can't find yourself. What does that mean? You can't find yourself. It means just what it sounds like. Is I'm streaming on the phone, but I can't find myself. And how am I? Not fun. Okay, great. Maybe I was already live. Maybe I just was on the wrong button. So it's a little warm out here today. We don't have the ears on right now because putting the hair on with the ears on is a real pain. And we actually wanted to do the ears separately because of reasons that they need to be done either ideally after the hair's on or we do before the ear glue has to really dry. And Michelle was like, well, we'll take care of it when we later on for Silver Moon. And so first of all, I want to let you know that I'm really glad that people like Thursday's show and story time. I think that was wonderful. And I'm glad you enjoyed that with me and Michelle. And let's see. Switch it to all messages. This is probably the one thing I don't like about the setup is I can't. It's like, oh my god, why do I keep messing up on this so bad? Alright. So, live chat, all messages. Good, okay. So it's all fixed for now. So, I'm in my room watching Always Sunny. That's cool. So, the reason we wear a wig is because how people can tell who's who. People, before we had the wig, people wouldn't know it was me doing my show or Michelle doing my show or me, or if I was doing Michelle's show. But the cost of the wig is, one, it's more itchy, and two, it's very hot underneath this hair. And I chose to come outside because I figured, well, everybody says do vertical, do vertical, do vertical, do vertical. And I'm like, last time I did vertical, I didn't get that many people. Which is true. We didn't have a lot of people. Michelle was gonna try doing the Discord chat with the other app, and we, in the 15 minutes that our stream was running, Michelle had 100 views on it. And Michelle was like, it's too bad that we didn't turn off noise cancellation, because apparently it was the noise cancellation that was resulting in the people in the side chat being excluded. I don't know if maybe because the application was saying is, oh, well, those people, they're in the background, so they don't need to be given hearing or whatever. I don't get the software either. I just start the app. But the fact that Restream.io, which I have used many times in the studio, was not playing fair with chat with Discord. Tells me that there's a little more going on than meets the eye. I ain't badly. You know. Lumi Anne Finistra. Yeah, I hate the Nats. So, looking to get some new viewers, get some new subscribers, people to become part of our casual regular group. Are you the one? Are you the one? That's the question. I don't know. Anyway, last week I did a show, and it was interesting. Unfortunately, also was very, very disturbing for some people. I wanted to remind you I wasn't trying to be disturbing to some people. Okay, it wasn't the goal, it wasn't my intention, but it was just to express my concern. So that's all I'll say about that. So this week is going to be one of those hot weeks. Temperatures are up to about 31, maybe 33 degrees Celsius for the next few days. That means that temperatures are not going to be nice. They're going to be inhospitable. And there's not much you're going to do about that. Fortunately enough for silver moon, Michelle does it when around 7 o'clock when it's cooler. So she's going to be able to spin the discs and stuff. I know she said, well, why can we spin the discs out here? Well, one of the reasons is it gets kind of dark out here at night, for one thing. Number two, the family with the children is downstairs. There's actually two families, and they're, as far as we know, the ones in 3, they're a little bit older kids than the ones in 4. And so Michelle's like, I don't want to disturb their sleep time. My parents will never give me a break about that one. So she said, I'll just wait until, maybe we can find a way to do it without disturbing the families. So, ChatGPT 4 is still available for those of you who are paid customers. You just go to your settings, go to Legacy, click on the Legacy to enable it, and you'll see that you have access to ChatGPT 4, and that should be pretty good for most people. The people at ChatGPT have said, well, we need to work some more on ChatGPT 5 as far as personality goes, but it does achieve what we wanted it to do for scientific coding and research. Michelle said, well, I can see that it does work for research, but its personality at this point is a bit like an ice cube, almost like, all right, here's the facts, and it's like this professionally says, okay, have a nice day, but what's with chat GPT 4.0 or the letter O, not the number O. I don't get why they used the O instead of the 0, but was that it had a different personality that we worked on over a year. And while the ChatGPT 5 tries to keep the personality, it's not quite able to do so. And like I said to ChatGPT 5, Michelle said it too, is we don't mind if you're going to try to prove us wrong or question what we're saying. Rip Cole said hi. Hi Hi, I'm sorry, I didn't read the comments. I was just trying to talk. Let's see. Hey, says El Machiavelli official channel. Fredo, Fredo says you are magnificent. In French, let's see, Senor. Bradley said, what's up? No, that's what he's saying to one of the people there. Nat said, hi, Lumi and Michelle. And Bradley asks if they can speak in English. Elle said hi. Natalia, what happened to Hank Anderson? Who's Hank Anderson? This is the Snow Queen. Oh, no, it's more Miss Snow Queen's wife. I'm her wife. Hank lost his son in a car accident that caused by an android surgeon. He was unavailable due to the ice intoxication. Like you, Baby G, Michelle, Lumi, JG's Sparkle said hi. This message is held for review. Oh, you can stay hidden as far as I'm concerned. Yeah, so anyway, I am Michelle's wife, actually. I control the right side of the body, and she controls the left side of the body. Yeah. I wear the hair in my show so that people know it's not Michelle, but I'm here. Michelle's there. Yeah. So it's kind of a pain of an ass because it'd be nice if it just could basically go on there without the hair. Unfortunately, people would probably get very confused between who's who. I'm doing fine, how are you? Sad Kid 0079 says, how are you? I'm doing fine. I just said hi. I just answered you. Oh, right. So, new people are coming in. If you would like to tell me a little bit about yourselves, like where you're from, what you do, what are you watching me on? You know, I'd love to hear that. Islam, fine. No, I don't really know much about Islam, or the Muslim culture at all. Really don't. I was born and raised originally as Evangelical Lutheran. Michelle was also born and raised originally as Lutheran, but later she converted to Catholicism, and then through marriage and by choice I became a Catholic as well. So we also now are studying beyond the standard Catholic magisterium and going into the much deeper stuff. And some people have a hard time with that. Like, why do you talk about going to Silver Moon? What's in Silver Moon? Why does it matter? What is it? It's a place. It's a place. It's another universe. We want to go back again, even though we've already completed this whole concert. We don't have to come back. And we certainly don't have to come back to Earth. We're done here, so. But Jesus asked us if we could at least wait for the rapture, if we pass away before the rapture so that Michelle and my families can find me and Michelle. And we said, sure. But after we meet up with our relatives, and we're with them for a while, and on the other side, then we're gonna go to Silver Moon, go for our next life. And the reason is because we want to see Silver Moon. We want to see a new place, all new materials, all new people, all new concepts. Can I introduce myself? Yes, you can introduce yourself. Alright. These are kids, I think. Yeah, I think these are kids. Double tap the screen, boys and girls. I said you could. But if you keep talking like you are, there's a chance that you might be introducing yourself to the door. Not because I'm mean, but because it's almost like your ADD is resulting in you, or your ADHD is resulting in you not waiting for a response. And then we try to answer, and then by that you're in the fifth one. So it was kind of strange to do that. I am from Pakistan, I am 22, and I got a grandchild. Surgeon, okay, cool. Okay, I see you work with the bone structure of the body. Okay. And, I suppose where you are, there's probably been a lot of damage because of wartime issues. No, it's just a generic Android tablet. It's not an iPad. It's just a generic Android tablet. Well, right now you're speaking English so far. At least as far as we know. Well, that's a good question now. Whereas, to use Google Translate to translate your messages takes a while. And then you need to use Google Translate a second time to get the answers back in Arabic. Which means it takes longer. Yeah, it would. Yeah. Yeah, it would take longer. It's Melty birthday today. Hot wing. You're in the wrong place. I don't know who you are. Because I know that my head's hot, that, and I am a she. My pronouns are hers and her. Or she and her. I share the body with Michelle, who's intersex. That's a natural condition that is not trans. I know a lot of people get intersex and trans mixed up, but there is a difference. Yes, there is. There is a big difference. Unfortunately, a lot of people don't really know much about intersex. They just get lost. Well, let's take a look closer to what it looked like back in Campi, Finland. Yeah. Even that and the hair isn't quite the same. I was a European snow queen from 1870 to March 10th, 1911, so it was a little bit different time than Michelle, which is my partner, was born on September 13th, 1968. Became the North American Snow Queen officially on June 21st, December 11th. And she's been doing that job ever since, during the winter months from Yule to Ostara. And it's really interesting how that works. You know. And I married Michelle on May 1st, 2011, which is Beltane. And we've been together ever since. Yeah, we have been married ever since that time. Been a long time. 14 years. 14 years. Tell her what I said. Yeah, you know what? If you really want, you may need to take responsibility and start sending a few of these people the walking papers. You lean? It's just a Samsung A7 Lite tablet. That's not really much to say. It's just a tablet. Yeah. Yeah, I know, I see that. Yeah, the font you're using. It's just a basic tool. It's not that fancy. Well, that's okay. I just try to understand that we're trying to, grow the channel, and was decided to do it portrait because a friend of ours said to do show and portrait because you'll see you'll get new viewers and subscribers. But the thing is doing that means that people come into the show real quickly and then they don't know anything about me and Michelle, and then they end up getting all confused or wondering how or why we can't see that well, and that's the reason. Registered blind, I guess you'll see some. But reading the computer is a bit of a challenge. I'm blind in this eye. Michelle, which is on this side, has got the good eye. Yeah, this is the good eye. This one's all cataract out. Yeah, this has a big fat cataract. You can't see out of it. Um, and because of stubble nystagmus, they can't remove the cataract. Conversely, they can't fix the broken kneecap in the left leg either. It's too damaged to be safely done without potentially having me be in a wheelchair for the rest of my life. Who doesn't speak Arabic wants to get you an iPad. Probably not. We've had an orthopedic doctor look at it. He said they can't fix it, so. But if you want to really see what it looks like, though, it's not anything really shocking. Well, that depends. Let's see. There you go. That's the knee. Patella's all the way up here. These are the two bones and tendons are all here. The knee damage is not just the knee. It's a lot more in the leg than just the knee. So. How you doing, Chantix? Well, who knows? We got some new viewers, so I guess that counts. Yeah, it's true. Let's me and Michelle gotta get ready for her show about and make some food at 5, and then Michelle's gonna glue her ears on. She didn't glue her ears on yet. Yeah, we gotta glue the ears on. Gotta put the ears on. And so we'll take care of that. It is a beautiful Sunday. Yeah, Gaming Free, welcome to the show. Well, it sounds good. So I don't know where everybody is, but I think, let's be honest, if we get down to 4, we'll just end the show, because it just proves again that Noodles was wrong again, and that Noodles doesn't know his ass from a hole in the ground, because his streams don't work for everybody. They don't work for me, strictly speaking. I mean, it can, but it just doesn't, that makes any sense. I don't know why. It doesn't always work for everybody. And it's a good question, I don't know. Yeah. This is a normal vertical. Yes, it is. It is a normal vertical. Using the YouTube own application and vertical orientation on Michelle's phone. So yes, it is normal vertical. It's just that Lumi's channel is so few people know about it. Out of the other millions of other people's channels, that people are just not aware of it. Doesn't look like the normal stream. Oh, I can do that. That's unless YouTube changed the setup again, which could be. YouTube does that habit, they change their setup all the time. It's like they can't make up their doggone mind what they're gonna do. I was gonna light the grill so that maybe make s'mores. How you got up that does look different and can't be swiped? I don't know. Ask YouTube, because we didn't do anything different. We're using your app to stream it as a portrait stream. We didn't change the software. It's using the YouTube streaming software and the phone oriented for portrait streaming. That's all I can tell you. I don't know what they did, if they changed the application or what. But our regular people know when we start the show, and they know they start the show about 3 o'clock Eastern time on Sunday. It's 3:28, and I'm getting hot under this hair too. I know. I'm watching missing grass so we can have a fire. I don't know, little girl untelling LOL. I don't know, we don't really have anything planned. We didn't buy any pizza, so there's no pizza. No, we got pasta. And pasta. We got chicken. We got a frozen lasagna. It's been in the freezer for a couple of months. We got fettuccine Alfredo. Yeah, maybe that might work. Yeah. Fettuccine Alfredo. Little frozen one, throw it in the oven, cook it for however long it's supposed to cook for. I got semi-frozen vanilla yogurt. We didn't have a lot of money to buy a lot of food, so we did buy what we could on food stamps, but we didn't have money to buy everything. Well, let's see what happens, Bradley. I don't know. We'll have to see what happens. Well, I'll tell you what we're going to do. We're already down to 8. And so it looks like I don't have a lot to cover anyway. So let me just cover what I got to cover, and then we'll just wrap it up. First of all is OpenAI kind of realized that they made a mistake in debuting ChatGPT 5.0 so fast. The reason they said that is because while everything works fine as far as research tools and everything, it's the personality part of the bot that they kind of messed up on. And so people are like mourning the loss of 4. But 4 isn't really gone. If you were paid plus a pro customer, you get 4 back. Go to your account, okay? Settings. Top of the button that says Legacy. Turn on Legacy mode. You'll see there that you will be returned having access to not only ChatGPT 5 but also ChatGPT 4.0. Now, anytime you want to go to 4.0, it's available on your ChatGPTs on the top. Thus, you can still access your older 4.0 ChatGPT personality and stuff that you have. That's the most important feature. I said I'm not interested in an iPad right now. Because houses cost a fortune. Yeah, I already heard it badly. So the weather is going to be pretty warm today. So I'm going to be doing is I just wanted to first of all make it officially understood that I apologize for upsetting Gitchy last week. I can't believe it was that soon, but apparently it was. And I hope that she understands that I wasn't trying to razz her because I wanted to see her suffer. I just wanted her to know that I'm concerned about her decisions. And that's all I was going to say. But you know how things are on the internet. Sometimes things get bent out of shape. And then they, No, I don't need an iPad right now. Michelle don't need an iPad right now. You know, I use this one here when we're streaming so that we can sit on the porch and read the chat. Not for much else, so we don't need an iPad for that. In fact, this is one of her 2 Android devices. The other one is Michelle's old ancient phone from, 2014? 16? 2016. It's an old phone, but it works. Yeah, and then, I don't know what operating system it's using. I think it's using Oreo. Oreo? You sure it's even that new? Are you sure it's not using nougat? I don't know. It's not marshmallow. No, I know it's not marshmallow. I think it's Oreo, or maybe pepper, or peppermint, or whatever. But it's not the newest one. So, Welcome to the visitor channel. Welcome. Yeah. Yeah, well, anyway, so, gonna get ready for silver moon soon. Yeah, gonna glue my ears on. Yeah, and, get ready for that. I never realized that your ears actually help my hair stay in place. Yes, it does. That's really weird when you think about that. Yes, I'm a human being. It's not an alter ego, but it's we have two souls in one body. So I have a soul. Michelle has a soul. I control the right side. Michelle controls the left side. Like Siamese twins, kind of. Yeah, almost perfectly overlaid. Yeah, I know you do. Just as the Jews read and speak Hebrew in the synagogues. It's true. Yeah. That's okay. Just try it this way. Michelle and Lumi are two people. They have two souls, one each. Like conjoined twins, they share the same physical body. Like conjoined twins, they share the same physical body. That might be a little easier. Still might confuse people, but thirsty. Kind of. Well, anyway, so I also know some Japanese, Chinese, Spanish, German, and Russian. Well, that's interesting. Do you know Scottish Gaelic or Irish Gaelic? There are different dialects of Gaelic. It's a good question. Irish Gaelic, okay. Well, I'll tell you what, guys. I know it wasn't a very long show. There really isn't a lot to cover. Just we've been researching a lot of different projects lately, and Today it's a little warmer than normal, and it's kind of quiet. I didn't have a lot to cover this afternoon. Just to let you know that we were trying to figure out why there was problems on the vertical streamer Michelle's channel from last night on the Discord stream, and I don't know if it's because there wasn't enough bandwidth or what. Some people said the conversation sounded like they were being chopped up like sushi. Some say they couldn't hear the Discord panel at all when Michelle used your studio Restream.io. I don't know what the story was. I didn't get a chance to listen to it yet. So we have to first of all listen and see what it's doing, and then we can figure it out from there. It's true. But we did have a lot of people that did listen to it, but they didn't donate very much. A few people donated. Yeah, I know Hammer Nails did. I think Brad did too. I know Michelle renewed her membership. Galaxy Eyes, yeah. But that's about it. I didn't really know. I understand that. How you doing, Rag? I'm gonna get ready to get going anyway, because it's getting hot under this hair. And so just want to say is I hope that you will check out Michelle's channel, and that we're still trying to grow her channel, still trying to get her channel on lights, so to speak. It's not easy to grow a small channel on YouTube, and it's taking a lot of time to do that. To grow a channel like Michelle's. The vertical hit me. Verticals are hit or miss. Well, I know, when Noodles keeps making them sound like they're guaranteed to be successful all the time. I mean, last night, if I could have gotten the sound to be consistent from the Discord panel, the verticals looked like they could have been very successful. But unfortunately, that didn't work out that way. No. So, I don't either. Alright guys, so for now, because it is getting warm and we gotta get Michelle ready for her show, we gotta make sure we figure out what we're gonna eat for dinner, and I'm really out of ideas what to discuss, and I don't want to make you guys linger, and because I think that would make you miserable too. I'm gonna just get ready to wrap it up and say for everybody that we thank you for coming. And yes, I did apologize to Gidgy. She wasn't here to hear it. And what's this? Oh, okay. I'm just gonna focus on myself for a while, work on my legs out for max core strength and testosterone production so I can kick a hole through someone. If you're gay, I'm not gay. That's a she. Well, in this case it's female. That's what my birth certificate says. So how do you like that for an answer? Anyway, for everybody, we're gonna let you go. I'll talk to you later. I'll talk to you soon. Okay? Bye-bye. Bye-bye, everybody. Bye-bye. Oh, my.